Okay, back to our top story now. The Providence School Board voting no confidence in its superintendent.
So as we've been telling you, Harrison Peters has been under fire since another Providence school administrator was arrested last week. Let's check back in with reporter Kate Walsh with the update this morning. Kate?
Well, guys, as of this morning, Superintendent Harrison Peters has still not resigned despite these mounting calls and pressure to do so. And this all also brings into focus the change that the state takeover made in the hiring and firing process of the school board. Their hands are basically tied in this whole process now. So the calls for Peters to resign come from Providence Mayor Jorge Elorza, Education Commissioner Angelica Infante Green, as well as Governor Dan McKee. And now the Providence School Board members took a unanimous no confidence vote in Peters at their virtual meeting last night. Peters didn't show up for that meeting, which called for a review of his job performance. It's all centered around the school administrator Olayinka Alege, who was arrested last week, resigned, and then was arraigned on a simple assault charge for allegedly inappropriately touching an underage boy's foot at the gym. But it's his history of toe popping as a form of punishment, so to speak, when he worked in Florida that's raising even more questions, because Peters acknowledged Monday at a Senate oversight hearing he knew of the allegations before hiring Alege in 2020 and didn't notify the hiring committee or Infante Green.
Now, I don't know how you can explain that in a way that's acceptable other than convincing someone you didn't do it. But Dr. Alege's explanation, which is, I didn't think, it was inappropriate at the time, would be the most concerning thing I could ever imagine hearing from a person. Because to me, it's the creepiest thing I've ever heard, and it's disgusting.
Now, the school board didn't have a part in the hiring process of Alege, and they can't really have a part in the firing process of Peters because of the state takeover of schools. So we'll talk more about what the next steps could be for the superintendent, Harrison Peters, in the next half hour. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
Top story in Providence, more city leaders expected to join these growing calls for the school superintendent, Harrison Peters, to step down.
So the school board voted no confidence in Peters last night in the wake of questionable hiring of a man that was recently arrested in Warwick. We want to check in with Kate Walsh. She's live with what school board members and the mayor are now saying.
Yeah, it's the Education Commissioner Angelica Infante Green, Governor Dan McKee, and Providence Mayor Jorge Elorza all asking Superintendent Harrison Peters to resign, but at last check, he still hasn't.
We got this one wrong, and we acknowledge that.
So that was him apologizing on Monday night to a Senate committee. Just not enough, though, for the Providence School Board. They took a unanimous no confidence vote in Peters last night, and he was a no-show for that virtual meeting, which called for a review of his job performance. They disapprove of his hiring of Olayinka Alege as an administrator in the Providence public school system back in 2020, even after knowing that Alege was accused of popping boys' toes as punishment when he worked in Florida, and that he didn't tell the hiring board or education commissioner prior to the hiring of Alege. Alege, as you remember, was arraigned last week on a charge of simple assault for another incident of inappropriately touching an underage boy's foot at the gym. And Mayor Jorge Elorza spoke with Target 12 investigator Steph Machado about this.
I spoke with him and I told him that, this is ending with him leaving the district one way or the other. And that's what I told him.
Now, due to the state takeover of Providence Public Schools, the school board does not have the power to fire Peters, just like they didn't have the power to hire Alege in 2020. But Peters is under a 3-year contract with the state, and in that contract, it says that the state can fire him for cause without pay or without cause. And if that's the case, then he would get a year's salary and benefits. That's all, of course, if he doesn't resign before that. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.